Do you all remember that woman who climbed the Statue of Liberty on 4th of July, this past 4th of July? Well, she was actually from the Congo. She's an immigrant from the Congo who came to the United States in 1994. She's lived here for many years now. But she was brought to court for trespassing. Uh, she climbed the Statue of Liberty. She was brought to court, and when she left that courtroom, she started screaming anti-American slogans and chants, calling America a white supremacist nation. America, you mofos, you drug addicts, you KKK, you fascist USA. That's what she said. Her name is Therese Okoumou. She's 44 years old. She was wearing a green dress with the words "I really don't care. I really care. Why won't you?" in a reference to First Lady Melania Trump when she wore that "I really don't care" jacket. But she was extremely vile, and she said some of the dirtiest things about America. Now, you're going to get mad at me for saying this, but she needs to go on back to the Congo. That's what I'm going to say, and I don't apologize for saying that. First of all, nobody's covering the fact that she comes from the Congo. In fact, some people are probably going to get mad that I'm even mentioning it. Why are you mentioning she's from the Congo? What? It should be mentioned. It should damn well be mentioned. And Breitbart's the only other news organization that I can see who has mentioned the fact that this woman comes from the Congo. I mean, why are you coming to a country which you clearly hate? The reason why is that she hates the country and how it was built and how it was founded. She hates the people. She hates the fact that Americans elected Donald Trump as president, but she loves the benefits of America. And I want Donald Trump to find out. I want Donald Trump to find out if this woman is working. I want to find out if she's working or if she's taking anything from the government, if she's taking any food stamps, if she's taking any welfare money, and if she is, if America has any decency, they will take that away from her as fast as possible. It's one thing if you are the son or daughter of a rich family who decides to join Antifa because you know you can. You don't have to work. Your family will always take care of you. And you decide to scream against your own country. But when you come here from a different country, especially a very poor third world country, I mean, you know how many Africans are dying to get to the United States as fast as they can, and you come here and represent your country by screaming anti-American slogans and chants, saying how you hate Americans and everything like that. Go on back to the Congo then. Go on back to the Congo and climb banana trees instead of climbing Lady Liberty. What the hell is wrong with you, fool? And then people wonder why young Travis or Miss Sally down there in West Virginia or Mr. Charlie walking around in South Carolina, or Betsy or whoever, all them people down there in them southern states and Midwestern states, why a lot of Americans in general are starting to really dislike immigrants, legal and illegal. It's a problem that's growing, and if you think that this woman makes it any better, you're mistaken. People see people like this who always choose America, and I'm not saying all like America. Listen, my family came to America from various places, and they love the country. They work, they do everything. So it's not all immigrants, but you got people like this who come to the United States. And you know why they're coming to the United States, because their country is a failed country. It's a poor country. Their country can't offer them anything. The country probably smells like a toilet when you land at the airport there, if there even is an airport. I mean, Congo is literally a failed state. So she's going to come to America because you know why she's coming. She wants a decent standard of living. She wants the opportunity to get a house. She wants the opportunity to be able to make money. And when she gets the money, she wants to know that the money is actually going to be useful. I mean, you go down to Zimbabwe, the Zimbabwe dollar is so useless, they've got the only population of poor millionaires out there. So that's why she's coming to America. You know why she's coming to America. But then she comes here, disrespects one of our America's most prized possessions, the Statue of Liberty, climbs it to protest Donald Trump, gets hauled into court, comes out of the courtroom in New York City, and starts cursing out America. People are saying to themselves, why are we allowing immigrants in here then if they don't like us? Why are we allowing it? That's what they're not saying that because I was an immigrant to the U.S. I'm from Canada, and I came to the U.S., went to high school in the U.S., loved the U.S., lived here. I'm in America right now for many years. I'm going back to Canada tomorrow. I decided to go back to Canada because I wanted to live in the country that I was born in. That's just the kind of person I am. I'm a very prideful person. But I love America, and I would never dare cuss out America. And if anybody in my family who was living in America ever dared curse out America, I'd say, you fool, go back to where you come from then. If you don't like the country, it's as simple as that. Nobody asked you to come here. In fact, there are many people who wish you didn't come here in the first place. But not only that, I know there are people watching this right now who are getting boiling mad and they're about ready to cuss me out and everything. You look at a country like South Africa, for example, where they're killing immigrants in South Africa more than we kill flies. In South Africa, first of all, which is one of the most racist countries in the world. And I'm not talking about white South Africans. I'm talking about black South Africans. Black South Africans hate other Africans. They hate Zimbabweans. They hate Nigerians. They hate the black South Africans. Ever since they got back their country from the white people, they have become so racist and mean and nasty. You go to South Africa, and you're from Zimbabwe, and you go to certain places, and people find out you're from Zimbabwe, they're gonna put a burning tire over your neck and burn you right there where you stand. That's what they're gonna do. They'll drag you out your house, take a tire, put gasoline on it, burn it, and put it around your neck and have you burned to death. That's what South Africans do to immigrants, legal and illegal. They'll say it's only illegal. They do it to legals too. They do not like the rest of Africa. They think they're better than the rest of Africa. So then imagine if you were to go to South Africa, you were from the Congo or Nigeria or wherever, and you decided to, I don't know, desecrate Nelson Mandela's tomb, something that was very special to all South Africans, or anything. You climbed the government buildings or something like that. The South Africans, you think America is bad. You think the Ku Klux Klan is bad. What the South Africans would do to you if you did that to their country, would make the Ku Klux Klan look like angels to black people. If never mind black or white, if a black African moved to South Africa and started cursing out South Africa and disrespecting their monuments and buildings and things like that, oh my God, you would have a better time going into a Ku Klux Klan's backyard with a shirt that says Black Lives Matter and Marcus Garvey, one and all, than you would in South Africa if you did what I just described. They would tear you apart. Any country in the world would not like that. So why should America accept that? And I'm simply stating to this woman, Therese Okoumou, or whatever her name is that what she is doing would not be accepted in her country. If I went to Congo and I don't know, spit on the grave of Mobutu Sese Seko Kasabanga, the Congolese people would rip my eyes out and throw me in a hole and put gasoline on it and burn the hole. That's what they would do. So don't come to America. You know why you're coming to America. Climb the Statue of Liberty and then curse out the country. But then again, it's another example of the West losing its respect. Nobody respects Western countries anymore because they know that they can get away with a lot of crap. And that's wrong. You can't do that. And you have to admit I'm wrong, right. You have to admit I'm right. If you don't admit I'm right, there's something wrong with you. If you don't think that what I am saying makes sense, then I advise you to go to any country in the world, specifically maybe a third world country. Move there. Disrespect the country and see what the people would do to you. You think America is a bad country? You think Americans are rough? You think Americans are nasty? See what would happen to you if you did things like what this woman did in another country. See what would happen to you. I would say Donald Trump doesn't have enough money to send this woman back to the Congo, so maybe you should just go send her back to Haiti or something like that. What the hell is wrong with this fool? Anyway, before I say something I'm going to regret, this is the Arana Nation.